Alright, let's try this again for the 5th time. This is my face, so you can put a face to the name now. So I'm just doing a quick review on my little 750 watt folding e-bike here. I'm selling it soon, but I wanted to do a review before I sold it because you don't have there's not a lot of info online about these. So the brand is Black Max. Here's their website here. Yeah, like I said, it's a 750 watt hub motor. It's pretty torquey. 48 volt 16 amp hour battery. It's got a little switch, you can turn the battery on and off. Charging port here, got the handle, little button. It's got a rear rack, aluminum fenders front and back. It's got a light, rear tail light. It folds, so here you can just unlock it and it'll fold in half. This handlebars fold down here too. It's got a front basket with the front light. The big old fat tires there. The fat tires work really good absorbing bumps. And it's actually pretty good off-road. It's got the front suspension. You can lock them out, or you can adjust it to make it softer or harder, however you want. They actually work decent. Cheap hard seat, just fine. It's got a Shimano derailleur. The brakes are, let's see, Tektro. It's got 5 different levels of pedal assist, and off is 0. It also has a half throttle here. There's a button to turn the half throttle on and off. So when it's out, it's off. When it's in, it's on. It's got the Shimano shifter here, 6 speeds. The brakes are cable, so I mean they're decent. They are disc brakes. So if you want to get a shot at the brakes here. Single piston, I guess is what they're called. So yeah, let's take this for a ride and talk about a little bit more of the details, top speed, and that kind of thing. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments and I'll answer them. Okay, well here we go. Me trying out my 360 here. So one thing you notice is like when you start pedaling, the power doesn't come on right away. There's a slight delay. Also with these pedals, they're not torque sensing, so it just senses that you're pedaling. It doesn't sense how hard you're pedaling. So like right now I'm just turning the pedals. There's no resistance at all because the motor's going really fast. I'm going to be taking this bike and so let's do a top speed really quick. This bike and my other e-bike, the mountain bike, over to We Code It pretty soon. And he's going to try to sell them there for me because he gets a lot of people who come in to customize their e-bikes and their Surons and motorcycles and all kinds of shit. So I'm hoping he can sell these for me. So let's see. Right now I'm at like 20, so let's slow down a little bit and let's switch these gears. So let's see. So you go faster or slower? Let's see. Yeah, I guess it would make sense that in 6th gear you would go the fastest, I would think. But let's see. Because 1st gear should be the biggest gear. Alright, let's do a top speed in 3rd gear. Let's see if it's any faster than 6th. I'm just going to pull this throttle too. Well, I'm not pedaling right now, I just got on throttle. So it looks like about 20 miles an hour, I'm thinking. Yeah, so if we switch gears, so back to 6th gear, which should be the fastest, 21. Yeah, I got it up to like 28 or something like that before, but that was in Seattle where it's really hilly, so it's probably downhill. Texas is flat. I mean, the bike is really fun, and I like how it has the options to do the. I don't like the thumb throttle, so I like this half throttle a lot. But when a bike has pedals, it's more intuitive just to pedal, for me for some reason. The steering gets, it takes some getting used to compared to like the Suron, because the tires are so big. So you gotta turn the handlebars. You can't just lean into turns. So it just takes a little bit of getting used to. The brakes feel okay. I gotta get the brakes adjusted. I think I'm gonna have the guys at We Code It do it before they sell it when I take it over there. So the range on this thing, like I said, like right now in level 5, fully charged, you're probably looking at about 15 miles or so. I remember when I lived in Seattle, there was about it was a 12-mile trip I would take, round trip, to go down to Alki Beach, because I lived in West Seattle, and back to my house. It was like a loop. And I would get back with about 40% left, but the only time I used 5 was coming back, because it was all uphill. And going there was all downhill except for the beach part, which was like probably like 3 miles, and that was flat. I mean, having a bike like this, it just tells you you don't really need like a super badass like Sur-Ron or something like that to have fun on these bikes. This one's fun as hell. It's got plenty of torque. I mean, 20 miles an hour on this thing's, you know, it's fast. I don't really know where I'm going, but hoping this 360 footage turns out okay. Yeah, the steering, it's just, it feels a little weird to me because I gotta get used to it, but it's fine. Now, the one thing I don't like about this thing is, you see how the battery goes up and down a lot, and it doesn't give you like an exact percentage or range or anything like that. It's kind of annoying, but like when I get back and after the bike sits for a little while, that's gonna go up. There's a lot of, I think you call it voltage sag. I guess there's a voltage sag on here when you're riding it. It's maybe you just go into this neighborhood up here. But like the seating position is really comfortable. It's a really like easy bike to ride. Anyone can jump on this and ride it. You know, there's no bar in the middle. It's step through, so you're not ever gonna squish your balls. It's perfect for just cruising around. You can actually take it off-road too. When I was in Seattle, where there's this park by my house, it's like a forested park and it had a bunch of trails and shit on it. And it was like single track type trails. I took it on those trails and it did good. It actually absorbs bumps really well because of the fat tires. I don't know where the hell I am, but I think I can go this way. Let's see. I mean, it's not like the coolest, badass looking bike there is. You know, it's kind of dorky looking, which I don't mind. I'm a dork, so it fits me perfectly. So let's take it down a little bit. Let's, like, say, go to level 3 pedal assist, see how it does. So here it keeps a little bit of tension on the wheels, so you're going to be getting a little bit of exercise here. 5, there's no tension at all, so you're actually assisting the bike when you're in level 3. So I'm pretty sure interesting, I can't tell if the throttle is full power. I don't think it is. I think the throttle's power is the same as the pedal assist power. This bike, I think brand new, it was like either 11 or 1200, something like that. I can't really remember. So it's from the same, I'm pretty sure it's from the same manufacturer in China that does the rad power bikes. Once you establish a relationship with these companies, you can have them do custom shit to your bikes, and that's what Rad Power did. So, you know, they had them upgrade them in certain ways over the years. So it has some upgrades that this doesn't have, but if you compare their folding e-bike to this one, which is essentially the same bike, this one's a little bit upgraded. Like, it has a bigger battery. I think theirs was like 14 amp hours, this one's 16 amp hours, and I think this one might have a better rear hub motor than they do, because a lot of companies claim a 750 watt motor, but they're not actually. They're smaller, and this one's like the legit 750, so you're gonna get a lot more torque out of this one. It's 48 volts, theirs is 48 volts, so you're not gonna get any more top speed. Yeah, 3's pretty much perfect for cruising around 13 miles an hour or whatever. You're gonna get a lot of range out of level 3 too. Level 5, you're pretty much going to run through your battery in 10-15 miles. Jesus. So, see, these bumps here just ate them like nothing. No big deal. It's had a hard seat too, and it didn't even hurt my ass. So actually, it's pretty good. Yeah, the only thing I don't like how the brakes, how they're wired. Hydraulic brakes are just so much better than these stupid cable ones. And I don't like the battery life gauge very much, because it doesn't give you, very accurate or useful information. I don't like these big blocks, because it's like if it goes to 1, like, okay, what does that even mean? Does that mean I have, is that what, 20%? I guess 20%, but it could be 12, could be 20, you don't even know. It has 2, is that 40%? Is it 30, 25? So in 3, like, I'm getting a mild, like a little bit of exercise, I guess. Yeah, I just ate that like nothing. I'm cruising along. Like, you start with 100% and you just leave it on level 3 and cruising along at 12, 13 miles an hour. You easily get 35 miles out of it, something like that. Been getting a lot of positive comments on my channel lately. Good amount of views. You guys like those urban exploring ones, so I'm gonna keep doing those for sure. Start doing some more city exploring too, not just like, so far just been like looking for the off-roady type trails, but I think today after this I'm gonna go out to Kima Boardwalk. So it's right on the water, and there's these really cool looking neighborhoods like old style neighborhoods. Kind of reminds me of like New Orleans or something like that. And then there's like this boardwalk area, and they got like roller coasters and shit. And yeah, so I'm gonna just maybe go explore over there, and we'll get into what's going on with, you know, what I've talked about on my business plans and stuff like that, where that's going. This is definitely a cool bike. If you guys see one of these online and you're wondering, you know, how they compare to the like the Rad Power bikes and stuff, they're essentially the same thing. You know, I think these are actually slightly better as far as battery and motor. They're fun as hell. They got the front suspension. These tires will eat anything, so it's very comfortable to ride, even with like a hard seat. And like you can actually get a little bit of exercise. You stick it in 3, even like maybe like a 2. The lower the go, the more tension you have on the wheels, so the more manpower you're using. So it's just assisting a little bit, right? I like 3. 3 is like a good, like I have my morning bike, an analog bike I ride for exercise that I started doing. It feels like that, you know. This is what this level 3 feels like. But instead of going 8 miles an hour or 9 miles an hour like I do, you know, you're going 13. So you get more speed from your efforts. I think I've done another video on my other bike, the e-mountain bike, but I think I'll do a detailed review on it like I did this one, because I don't want my channel just to be about Surons. It's, you know, about everything electric. I'm going to do a review of my Tesla soon, what it's like buying a used Tesla and all that kind of stuff. But hey guys, I'm going to cut the video here. If you guys have any questions about the bike, just let me know in the comments. I'll answer. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.